Hello, my friends, and welcome to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. I like that one. That one might be making another appearance. It's time for Field Day Baseball on my channel. It is May 1st, 1956, so a few days have elapsed since my last Field Day video. And as you would expect in a 1956 National League replay, we have a heated battle for first place. The Cardinals, the upstart, the surprising Cardinals are in first place at the moment. But the two teams in today's game are right behind them, nipping at their heels. We got to nip it in the bud. It's Brooklyn at Cincinnati, or if you're Milo Hamilton, Cincinnati about half the time. Sparky Anderson was pretty consistent with his Cincinnatus. The Dodgers are one full game behind the Cardinals. They are the visiting team today. The Redlegs, if you will, Cold War and all, are 1/2 game behind the Cardinals at 6-4. The pitching matchup, Carl Erskine, the veteran curveballing right-hander for Brooklyn, is on the mound against Johnny Klippstein, the 28-year-old right-hander and future relief star in the 1960s. But in 1956, he was very much a starting pitcher and part of the Redlegs starting rotation. So it's a pair of right-handers on the bump. We are at Crosley Field, that wonderful field in Cincinnati. And I'm eager to get started. So let's get going. We're going to get down to the field, check out the starting lineups and the batting orders. In the description for this video is the link to Field Day Baseball if you want to check that out for yourself. All sorts of goodies there for free to check out. And in the description for this video is the link to my channel membership. With that, you get access to members-only videos, book reviews, special reports, exclusive replays, playing tips, all sorts of goodness. You also get $10 off in my secondary store in every set that you buy, and you get a free gift from me every month. Lots of goodies with your channel membership. That link is in the description for this video. So, with no further ado, let's roll some Field Day Baseball. For the visiting Dodgers, managed by Walt Alston. Leading off in left field, it's Jim Gilliam. Batting second at short, Pee Wee Reese. Batting third and center, Duke Snyder. Batting fourth, the catcher, Roy Campanella. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Jackie Robinson. Batting seventh in right field, it's Carl Furillo. Batting eighth, it's Charlie Neal at second. And on the mound, Carl Erskine, who in 1956 was 13-11 with a 4.25 earned run average. Alrighty. For the homestanding Redlegs, managed by Bertie Tebbetts, Johnny Temple leads off at second. Rookie Frank Robinson bats second in left field. Gus Bell bats third. He'll play center. Ray Jablonski, Jabo, cleans up and plays third. George Crow bats fifth. He'll play first. Wally Post bats sixth. He's in right field. Ed Bailey catches. He bats seventh. And Roy McMillan bats eighth. He'll play short. Johnny Klippstein in 1956 was 12-11 with a 4.08 earned run average. Now we're using the as-played lineups, my friends, because if we don't, heads explode all over this great land of ours. I'm rolling for stuff. So we're going to start with Johnny. And he's got threes across the board for his stuff. And now it's time for Oysk. And he's got his good stuff too. 3, 2, 4, 4. It's the first game in a while in my replay where both pitchers have had their number one stuff. So we'll see what we get today. I also have, and I recommend these if you're buying field day baseball, pick up the fast action cards. You will be glad that you did. All right, here's Jim Gilliam, and we are ready to go. And the delivery is going to be a base hit past shortstop Roy McMillan into left field, and Jim Gilliam's on. We got the leadoff hitter on in the top of the first. We are underway. Here's Pee Wee Reese. Klippstein the stretch and the delivery, and this one is going to be hit to left and deep. Back goes Frank Robinson, warning track, wall, and it's gone. Pee Wee Reese, the man who may be the Brooklyn Dodgers MVP here in the early going, has just hit a 2-run bomb to put Brooklyn ahead 2-0. Here's the Duke. Klippstein delivers, and Snyder swings and bounces one to George Crowe at first. He'll take it to the bag unassisted for out number 1. Now it's Campanella, the delivery to him. There's another base hit to left field. Drops in front of Frank Robinson, 1 on with 1 out. Here's Gil Hodges. The stretch by Klippstein and the delivery to Hodges. This is hit to Jabo at third. Let's see if he can make this play. He does. Now let's see if he can turn the double play. He gloves it and goes to Temple for 1. And the relay to George Crowe is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing, around the horn, and inning-ending 5-4-3 double play turned by the Redlegs. So, the Dodgers get 2 on 3 hits. They don't leave anybody. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Redlegs coming to bat against Erskine. The delivery to Johnny Temple, and a base hit for Temple to center field. Duke Snyder collects it and gets it back in, and here's Robbie. Erskine the stretch, and the pitch to Frank Robinson is a base hit. This will go to left field. Johnny Temple will stop at second with the play in front of him. 2 on, nobody out, and Gus Bell comes to the plate. Dodger infield looking for a twin killing. Erskine the stretch, and the pitch to Gus Bell is swung on and hit to center and deep. He crushed it. This is Snyder, warning track, wall, and it's a 3-run bomb for the Redlegs. Well, we're going to have one of those days. 3-2 Cincinnati in the bottom of the first. Here's Jabo, still nobody out for Erskine. The delivery. That is swung on and hit to left. Jim Gilliam will not get there. It's going to drop for a base hit. 4 consecutive hits by the Redlegs brings up George Crowe. Erskine the stretch, the pitch to Crowe. Excuse me. Yeah, he struck him out on a bender. George Crowe swung right through it. 1 down, 1 on now. Wally Post. Erskine the stretch and the delivery to Post. And we have to consult our field day charts. And that's a 16. And Erskine bounces a breaking ball, and that's going to get past Campy. Jabo will move up to second base. Oh, I got to check. Maybe that's a pass ball. That could be. Yes, it is. It is a pass ball. The official scorer, Stevie Wonder, handling the official scoring chores today in Cincinnati, calls that one a pass ball. Could have called it a wild pitch. Here's Wally Post. The stretch by Erskine and the delivery to Post. And it's chopped on the infield off of Erskine's glove. Rolls toward Jackie Robinson. Nobody has any play. Jabo goes to third. Safe at first is Post. There's Redlegs at the corners with 1 out. Here's Ed Bailey. Infield is back for Brooklyn. Erskine the stretch. The pitch to Ed Bailey is a pulled to first. That's to Gil Hodges. And Hodges turns and fires to Pee Wee at second, and Pee Wee Reese's return throw to Hodges is in time for a soul-crushing, rally-killing, and inning-ending 3-6-3 double play. Nice play by the Brooklyn first sacker. And we've got one in the books with your score. The Redlegs 3 and the Dodgers 2. We are off and running at Crosley Field. Oh, we didn't look at the dimensions here. In spring, you had good chances to hit one out of Crosley to center or right. And, well, there's a fair amount of foul territory there. Not a lot is gonna drift out of play in the foul ball category. All right, in the Dodgers second, it's Jackie Robinson, Carl Furillo, and Charlie Neal. Klippstein deals, and there's a shot lined off Jabo's glove. Rolls toward McMillan, but Roy has no play. Jackie Robinson with an infield hit, and that'll bring up Furillo. Klippstein the stretch and the pitch to Furillo, and this is going to be... He hit him. Klippstein hits Furillo. Carl goes down to first. There's 2 on with nobody out. Brooklyn trying to respond immediately here and get the lead back. All right. Charlie Neal at the plate. The stretch by Klippstein. Erskine on deck. The delivery. He struck him out. Klippstein took him up the ladder. 1 down in the second. Now it's Erskine. Well, he's a 121 hitter, but he's an okay bunter, so they're going to try that approach. The stretch and the delivery, and that's not going to be a good bunt, I don't believe. Let's see what happens here. This is bunted out in front of home plate. Ed Bailey pounces on it. Let's see if he can make the play. He's a 21. He does not make an error. And he fires down to George Crow at first for the putout. That'll advance Jackie to third, Furillo to second. 2 outs now. And Jim Gilliam comes to the plate with a chance to put the Dodgers ahead, but they need a clutch hit. The stretch by Klippstein. First base is open. Pee Wee would be next. The delivery is ball 4. He walked him. Well, we'll see if this pays off. It will be a righty-righty matchup. Base is now loaded. It's Robinson at third. Furillo at second. Gilliam at first. Pee Wee at the plate. He went deep just last inning. Klippstein the stretch and the delivery, and it's a base hit for Pee Wee. Charging hard is Gus Bell. Robinson scores, but Furillo has to stop at third. It's a 3-3 game. 3 RBIs. All the ribbies are in Pee Wee's ledger for Brooklyn so far. Here's Duke Snyder. Still 2 outs. Base is still dripping. With Brooklyn Dodgers, Klippstein the stretch. The delivery is ripped to first on 1 hop. George Crow, nice play. He steps on the bag, and the side is retired. However, Brooklyn gets the run in on 2 hits. They leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of 2. It's Brooklyn 3 and Cincinnati 3. McMillan, Klippstein, and Temple 8-9-1 coming up for the Redlegs. Erskine kicks and delivers. He struck him out. He got him on a bender. Second strikeout for Oysk, and Klippstein comes to the plate. Johnny Klippstein, an 099 hitter in 1956. The delivery to him. He struck him out. Furillo. Erskine took care of him with the cheese, and here's Johnny Temple. 1-for-1 with a run scored. The delivery, base hit to left, drops in front of Jim Gilliam. The Redlegs have a one-out base runner. Frank Robinson comes to the plate now. Erskine the stretch, the pitch to Robbie. Ripped down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases. Jim Gilliam's got to go dig it out of the corner. Let's see if they're going to wave Temple home. They are. Temple hits, Gilliam hits Reese with the relay. The throw is, no, they're going to throw up a stop sign. They are going to stop Temple at third. Oh, he was halfway around third. A double for Robinson. Gus Bell comes to the plate. Second and third with 2 outs. Chance for the Redlegs to take the lead. Erskine the stretch. The delivery to Gus Bell. Hit in the air to center and deep. Back goes Duke Snyder. He's near the track. He makes the catch for out number 3. One more biscuit for breakfast, and Gus Bell hits that one out of here, but no. Instead, we go to the third, and your score is Brooklyn 3 and Cincinnati 3. We got a good one. These two teams battling it out for second place. Excuse me. Or if the Redlegs win and the Cardinals lose later today, they could take first. So there's a lot on the line. I'm enjoying a tasty beverage. And when it's 8 below in Milwaukee, you need a tasty beverage. I'm just telling you that right now. All right, here is Roy Campanella, Gil Hodges, and Jackie Robinson, 4-5-6 for Walt Alston. Coming up in the third, the delivery by Klippstein. And a base hit to left, drops in front of Frank Robinson. Campanella's aboard with his second hit of the day, and Gil Hodges comes to the plate. Double play depth for the Redlegs infield. Klippstein the stretch, the delivery, hit to third. Jabbo short hops it. He fires to Temple for 1, and the relay to Crow is in time for a soul-crushing, rally-killing, and around the horn 5-4-3 double play. The second one Gil Hodges is hit into in 2 at-bats in this game. Here's Jackie. Nobody on, 2 outs. Klippstein deals, and Jackie hits a ground ball to short. McMillan charges, throws on the run to George Crow, and they get Jackie at first by a step. That will retire the side in 1-2-3 order. The first one we've had, well, after a fashion in 1-2-3 order. We go to the bottom of 3. It's Brooklyn 3 and the Redlegs 3. Jabbo is up there. It'll be followed by Crow and then Post. Erskine deals. Ripped by Jablonski to left and deep. This has a chance to get out of here. It's off the wall. Jim Gilliam's running it down. Jabbo goes into the second with a leadoff double. Here's George Crow. Erskine the stretch and the delivery. Ground ball to second. Charlie Neal to his left. Gloves it. Cuts it off from going into right field. Blanson throws to Hodges for the out. 1 down. Jablonski now 90 feet away from the pay station. Wally Post comes to the plate. Carl Erskine the stretch. Post is 1 for 1. The delivery. And a base hit for Wally Post. That's going to bring home Jabbo with the go-ahead run. It's 4-3 Redlegs. The Cincinnati right fielder comes through with a base hit. Here's Ed Bailey. Erskine the stretch, the pitch to Bailey. Base hit to center. Wally Post going to be digging for third. Snyder thinks he can get him. Here comes the throw from the Duke. It's in time as Jackie Robinson applies the tag. It's a 9-5 put out. Post gunned down, going for third. Bailey hangs on at first, and here's Roy McMillan. Johnny Klippstein would be next. There's 2 outs, the delivery. is a fly ball to right. Carl Furillo pounds the glove and makes the catch for out number 3. So despite the base running misadventures in the bottom of the third, the Redlegs take the lead with 1 run on 3 hits. They leave 1. We go to the 4th. It's the Redlegs 4 and the Dodgers 3. Klippstein is going to face the bottom third of the Brooklyn order. In inning number 4, it's Furillo, Neal, and Erskine. The wind and the delivery by Klippstein is going to be swung on in line to left. Coming on is Frank Robinson, and he makes a running catch for out number 1. Now it's Charlie Neal. Klippstein kicks and delivers to Neal. Popped him up. A jam job pop-up. George Crowe in fair territory, calling and taking for out number 2. Carl Erskine steps to the plate now. Klippstein deals to him, and it's a comebacker to Klippstein. He takes a couple steps toward George Crowe and throws him the ball for out number 3. 5 in a row retired now for Klippstein. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Cincinnati 4, Brooklyn 3. It'll be Klippstein, Temple, and Robinson coming up in the Redlegs 4th inning. Erskine deals to his counterpart. It's a line drive, and that's going to be caught by second baseman Charlie Neal. 1 down for Cincinnati. Here's Johnny Temple. He's 2 for 2, and now he's 3 for 3. It's a 64 hopper up the middle. Duke Snyder collects it and gets it back in, and that'll bring out Frank Robinson. Robinson is 2 for 2. Erskine the stretch, and the delivery to him is a jam job pop-up. Gil Hodges drifting into foul territory, calls for it and takes it for out number 2. Gus Bell comes to the plate with Temple still at first. Erskine the stretch. The delivery to the Redlegs center fielder, and it's ripped into the right center field gap. This will split Snyder and Furillo and go to the wall. Are they going to wave Temple home? That's the question on America's mind. Let's see. No, they're going to put up the stop sign at third base. And one more time. A double sends Temple to third, but he does not get waved home. Second and third now, 2 outs, big insurance runs, or as they say in Bloomington, Illinois, insurance, on base for the Redlegs, but 2 outs. Jabo is up, he's hot, 2 for 2. Erskine the stretch and the pitch to the Redlegs third baseman. This will be a wild pitch for Erskine. He bounces it past Campy. Temple runs home. It's 5-3. Bell goes to third. Jabo still at the plate. Erskine the stretch, and the delivery is ripped to right center. It gets down, and Duke Snyder cuts it off just before the warning track. Bell scores easily. Jabo into second with another double. It is now 6-3 Redlegs in the bullpen. For the Brooklyn Dodgers is going to get busy. And that is going to be, well, let's see. There's a young left-hander in the Dodger bullpen named Sandy Koufax, who's really wild, but they're breaking him in slowly. He's getting loose. For Walt Alston. Erskine has his own problems at the moment, however. He's got George Crowe in front of him with 2 outs. The stretch by Oysk and the delivery. And that is ball 4. He walked him. Down to first base goes George Crowe. 2 are on now, and Wally Post comes to the plate. 2 for 2 is Post. Erskine the stretch. The pitch to Post is a fly ball to left. Can of corn for Jim Gilliam. He puts it away for out number 3. But the Redlegs and that vaunted offense do more damage in the 4th. They scored 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave 2. We go to the 5th, and it is the Redlegs 6 and the Dodgers 3. Klippstein breathing a little bit easier, but for his troubles, he gets to go through the top of the Dodger order in the top of the 5th here. It'll be Gilliam, Reese, and Snyder. Let's talk about stamina for a minute. He can face 32 hitters before fatigue may become an issue. He's faced 18, so he's okay for the moment. Klippstein winds and deals to Jim Gilliam, and he walked him. That's not the start to the inning that Bertie Tebbetts was hoping for. Here's Pee Wee Reese. 2 for 2, all the ribbies in the game for the Dodgers, and a 2-run homer in the first. Double play depth for the Redlegs infield. The stretch by Klippstein. The delivery. And hey, struck him out. Look at Klippstein flexing his muscles. He's doing a muscle beach pose out there on the hill. Duke Snyder doesn't like that. Here he comes to the plate. Duke 0 for 2. Klippstein the stretch, and the pitch to from Muscle Beach is a fly ball to right. Wally Post over by the foul line is going to make the catch for out number 2. And here comes the 2 for 2, Roy Campanella. Klippstein the stretch, and the pitch to Campy is ball 4. He walked him. 2 walks in the inning, but 2 outs. And here comes Gil Hodges. Speaking of 2s, Hodges has rolled into 2 double plays so far in the game. Klippstein the stretch. The delivery to the Brooklyn first baseman is a base hit. This goes to right field. Drops in front of Wally Post. Let's see if they're going to wave Gilliam home. They are. Let's see if Campanella's going to go to third. He's not. And it is a 6-4 Redlegs lead now, and an RBI single by Gil Hodges. Jackie Robinson comes to the plate. Klippstein the stretch. And the delivery to the 1 for 2 third sacker is a rip to left. On the run is Frank Robinson into the gap, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But in the 5th, the Dodgers settle for a run on 1 hit. Say it with me. Oh, those bases on balls. We go to the bottom of 5. We're halfway through this one. We got a good one at Crosley Field. It's the Redlegs 6 and the Dodgers 4. Ed Bailey, Roy McMillan, and Johnny Klippstein coming up in the Cincinnati 5th. The pitch. Swung on by Bailey and hit in the air to right. Carl Furillo in his tracks will make the catch for out number 1. Roy McMillan comes to the plate now. Erskine the stretch, and the pitch to Mack is a ground ball to third. Jackie Robinson gloves it by the third base bag and fires across the diamond to Gil Hodges for out number 2. Here's Klippstein with nobody on. Erskine deals. Hey, struck him out. He threw him a curveball just to see what he would do, and Klippstein swung 4 times. All right, that will retire the side in 1-2-3 order. Nice recovery inning for Carl Erskine. We go to the 6th, and your score, the Redlegs 6 and the Dodgers 4. Furillo, Neal, and Erskine coming up in the top of the 6th. The wind on the delivery by Klippstein is hit to center and deep. Gus Bell on his horse. Warning track, wall, and it's gone. Furillo goes deep to center. And we've got a 1-run game, 6-5 Redlegs. Now it's Charlie Neal. All right, Klippstein deals to the 0 for 2 second baseman, and it's hit in the air to left. Coming in a few steps, Frank Robinson, he makes the catch for out number 1. Well, that home run kept Carl Erskine in the game, so he's up there now 0 for 1. Klippstein deals to him. Ground ball to second, gobbled up by Johnny Temple. He flips to George Crowe for out number 2. Jim Gilliam up there now. He's 1 for 1 with a pair of walks. Pee Wee Reese would be next. Klippstein deals. And it's a ground ball to second. Rinse and repeat. Johnny Temple sidearms this one to Crow. And the side is retired. But the Brooklyn Dodgers in the top of the sixth cut the lead to 1 on a home run by Carl Furillo. We go to the bottom of 6, and it's the Redlegs 6 and the Dodgers 5. Top of the order coming for the Redlegs, it's Temple, Frank Robinson, and Gus Bell. 221 homers were hit by this ball club in 1956. Unbelievable. The pitch by Erskine is a jam job pop-up in fair territory. Gil Hodges calls and takes it for out number 1. Frank Robinson up there now. He's 2 for 3. Erskine kicks and deals. And Robbie hits a ground ball to second. This is Charlie Neal. He throws to Gil Hodges for out number 2. Gus Bell is 2 for 3, and he's up there now. He hit a big 3-run homer to allow the Redlegs to take the lead in the bottom of the first. The wind and the delivery by Carl Erskine. And hey, struck out Gus Bell on a bender. That Erskine yacker is working. 7 in a row retired now for Carl. We go to the 7th inning. It's the Redlegs 6 and the Dodgers 5. We got a good one going here at Crosley Field. Klippstein going to face Reese, Snyder, and Campanella in the top of the 7th. The wind and the delivery by Klippstein, and another hit for Pee Wee. He's 3 for 4. Leadoff man aboard for the Dodgers in the top of the 7th. Here's Duke Snyder. Duke having a tough day. He's got an 0 for 3 collar going. Campy is on deck. Klippstein the stretch and the delivery. He walks Duke Snyder. That's going to get action going in the Redlegs bullpen. Gross and Acker, lefty-righty, double-barreled action going in the Redlegs bullpen for manager Bertie Tebbetts. Klippstein is going to face Campanella, of course, a good double-play target here. Go-ahead run at first base, tying run at second base. Nobody out here in the 7th. Klippstein the stretch, the delivery to Campy. Hey, struck him out. That is number 3 for Klippstein. and he goes Muscle Beach on the mound one more time. Gil Hodges comes to the plate. He's already hit into 2 double plays. The stretch and the delivery by Klippstein to Gil Hodges. This is ripped. It is going to be into the gap and extra bases off the wall in right center. Around third is Pee Wee. He's going to score. Snyder around third. He's going to score. The relay coming to third base. Hodges slides. He is safe. And Brooklyn has a 7-6 lead on a 2-run triple by their first baseman. That's going to do it for Klippstein. Yikes. The wheels came off that cart in a hurry. All right, so it's going to be Tom Acker coming on, a right-hander, to face Jackie Robinson, who is 1 for 3. Let me tell you about Klippstein's day. He goes 6 1/3 innings. He allows 10 base hits. He walked 1, 2, 3, 4 men. He struck out 3, struck 2 Muscle Beach poses. Hey, you gotta laugh at your own stuff. Allowed 7 runs. They are all earned, and an 8th run is potentially at third base. That is also his responsibility. Johnny Klippstein can lose this game. He cannot win it. Let's check Tom Acker's stuff. He has, oh wait, why am I rolling a D20? Here's a D6. He has 2, 4, 3, 4 on the stuff. That could be a problem. Jackie is at the plate. 1 out. The infield is in for the Redlegs. Furillo on deck. The stretch by Acker and the delivery. Swung on and hit in the air to left. This is going to drive Robinson to the track. He makes the catch. And coming home easily is Gil Hodges. It's 8-6 Brooklyn. 2 outs now. Here's Furillo. Acker the stretch. The pitch to Carl Furillo is a ground ball to short. That's gobbled up by McMillan. He fires to George Crowe, and the side is finally retired. But in the 7th, Brooklyn gets 3 runs on 2 hits. It's time to stretch them out at Crosley Field, and the faithful are nervous. It's Brooklyn 8 and Cincinnati 6. In the bottom of the 7th, it'll be Jablonski, Crowe, and Post coming up against Brooklyn right-hander Carl Erskine, who can face 30 batters before fatigue may become an issue, and he has faced 30. So we are definitely in Carl Erskine's danger zone here. And that means the bullpen's going to get going. And that is going to be Clem Labine, the curve-balling bullpen ace for Walt Alston in the 1950s, mid to late 50s, and he is warming up. All right, here is Jabo at 3 for 3. It'll be followed by Crowe and then Post. The Redlegs need 2 to tie and 3 to take the lead. The pitch by Erskine. And a base hit for Jabo. He's 4 for 4. He hasn't done that since T-ball. Jabo is aboard, and that means the tying run comes to the plate in George Don't Call Me Russell Crowe. The stretch by Erskine. The delivery to Crowe is a fly ball to left. Over by the foul line is Jim Gilliam. He's got it for out number 1. Now Wally Post. Post is 2 for 3. The stretch by Erskine and the delivery to Wally. Base hit past shortstop Pee Wee Reese into left field. Jabo with the play in front of him is going to stop at second. 2 on with 1 out. Tying runs aboard for Cincinnati. And we're going to get a pitching change and a double switch. Yeah. So Clem Labine is going to take over on the bump for the Dodgers. And we're going to get a new third baseman as Jackie Robinson is going to come out of the game. The third baseman batting in the number 9 spot will be Randy Jackson. And, of course, later he'll go on to become an American Idol judge. No, that's a different Randy Jackson. So Jackson takes over at third in the bottom of the 7th. Labine takes over on the mound in the bottom of the 7th. Erskine comes out, and so does Jackie Robinson. All right. Let's see what kind of stuff Mr. Labine has today. He's in a spot here with 2 on and 1 out. 3-3-2-4 for him. All right. He can face 11 batters before fatigue may become an issue for him. Ed Bailey comes to the plate. He's got enough juice in that bat to put the Redlegs ahead. The stretch by Labine and the delivery to the Cincinnati catcher. And it's ripped by Bailey. That is going to be trouble. It's going to get down and get into the right field corner. Scoring is Jablonski. Let's see if they're going to wave Wally Post. They do not. He holds up at third, but it's an 8-7 ball game. Back and forth we go. Here's Roy McMillan. The Dodger bullpen is going to get cooking again. That is going to be the hard-throwing Don Besant. And in case Levine needs help. But now the Dodgers are going to move their infield in. They're only up by a run. And the tying go-ahead runs are in scoring position for the Redlegs. Roy McMillan is at the plate. He is an accomplished bunter as well. Let's see what they want to do with him. Acker is standing in the on-deck circle, but it seems unlikely that he will bat. Levine the stretch, the pitch is a ground ball to second. Now, playing in is Charlie Neal. He gloves it, holds the runners, and throws to Hodges for the out. Wow, that's a big play in this ball game, and Tom Acker is being called back to the Redlegs dugout. We're going to get a pinch hitter. All right, and the pinch hitter is going to be the injured but able to pinch hit Big Clue. Ted Kluszewski is going to bat here for Acker. And he can't play in the game. He can't start in the game. Crow is in for him, but he's been pinch hitting. So, Post is at third, Bailey's at first. Now, they could walk Big Clue and go after Temple, but that loads the bases. So, we'll see how Walt Olson wants to play it. And I think they are going to walk him. They're going to walk Big Clue and pitch to Johnny Temple. All right, bases loaded. Full of Redlegs. Post at third. Bailey at second. Kluszewski now at first. 2 men out. Temple at the plate. He is 3 for 4. The stretch by Levine and the pitch to Temple is hit in the air to right. Dying Quail. Here comes Carl Furillo. He makes the catch for out number 3. Well, they burn Kluszewski and don't get to use him, but they do get within a run. By scoring a run on 3 hits, they leave the bases dripping. We go to the 8th. What a ball game. We got the Dodgers 8 and the Redlegs 7. All right, Tom Acker is done after 2/3 of an inning. Hirsch Freeman is on. Let's see what kind of stuff Hirsch has. 4-2, -2, and 3. He's a right-hander, and he was pretty much their ace short man in 1956. 14-5 with a 3.39 ERA and 17 saves in 64 ball games. He will get the 8th inning and probably the 9th. Charlie Neal, Randy Jackson, and Jim Gilliam. 8-9-1 coming for the Dodgers, and they're looking for insurance here. Got a 1-run game, 8-7 at Crosley. All right, Freeman, a right-hander, is dealing to the 0 for 3 Charlie Neal. And hey, struck him out. Hirsch Freeman pumped the cheese past Charlie Neal, and there's 1 down. Now it's Randy Jackson. The wind and the delivery by Hirsch Freeman is a ground ball hit to Jablonski at third. He goes to his left, plants, and throws to Crow for out number 2. Here's Jim Gilliam. Jim is 1 for 2. The delivery is a fly ball to right. Dying Quail. Here comes Wally Post. He's got it for out number 3. Nothing across for Brooklyn in the 8th. We go to the bottom of 8. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Redlegs 7. Clem Labine is going to face Frank Robinson, Gus Bell, and Ray Jablonski, the 2, 3, 4 hitters in the Redlegs 8th inning. Labine deals to Robbie. It is a fly ball to left. Can of corn for Jim Gilliam, and there's 1 down. Now it's Gus Bell. Labine winds and deals to Bell. It's a fly ball to right. Carl Furillo into right center makes the catch for out number 2. Ray Jablonski is 4 for 4. He's up there now. George Crow would be next. Labine deals to Jabo, and it's a ground ball to short. Pee-wee's got it. He throws to Hodges, and the side is retired in a 1-2-3-8. We go to the 9th. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Redlegs 7. Hirsch Freeman gets to walk through the minefield of Pee Wee Reese, Duke Snyder, and Roy Campanella in the 9th inning. Pee Wee is 3 for 4. The wind and the delivery to him is a ground ball to short, gobbled up by Roy McMillan. He fires to George Crow for out number 1. Duke Snyder is 0 for 3, and he's up there now. The pitch by Freeman. And I struck him out. He took him up the ladder, and that is strikeout number 2 for Hirsch. Now it's Campanella. Roy is 2 for 3. Hodges would be next. The delivery by Freeman is a fly ball to right field. Wally Post pounds the glove and makes the catch for out number 3. Freeman does his job. Now it's up to the Redlegs offense. It's put up or shut up time in the bottom of the 9th. Your score, Dodgers 8, Redlegs 7. Crow, Post, and Bailey do in the Redlegs 9th. And if anybody gets on, Roy McMillan. All right, Crow will lead it off. Labine trying to finish the deal. The pitch. This is hit to right field. Furillo with a coming on. Is he going to make the catch? Yes, he is. 1 down in the Redlegs 9th inning. Now it's Wally Post. The Redlegs need any old kind of a run to send this to extra innings. 2 runs to walk it off. Labine, the wind, and the delivery to the 3 for 4 Post is a ground ball to short. This is Pee Wee. Pee Wee throws to Hodges for out number 2. Ed Bailey is the last chance saloon. Roy McMillan on deck. Clem Labine looking for a long save in this one. 2 for 4 is Bailey. He's got the power to tie it. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Clem Labine with a yacker. Ends this ball game. Let's give you the totals on a Dodger winner. My goodness, this was fun. Excuse me. Time to hit the refreshing beverage. For the visiting and victorious Brooklyn Dodgers, 8 runs, 10 base hits, and they committed no errors. Cincinnati, 7 runs, 16 base hits, and they committed no errors. The winning pitcher is, let's see, wow. The winning pitcher is going to be Carl Erskine. How about that? Clem Labine gets the save. The loss goes to Johnny Klippstein. Player of the game. I got to give it to Hodges. Well, boy, he had the worst of times and the best of times. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Hodges. He hit a 2-run, he had 3 ribbies, 2 for 4, couple of soul-crushing double plays, but then he turned it around in the second half of the game with a couple of hits, 3 ribbies, and the hit that put Brooklyn in front in the 7th, so Hodges gets the Star of the Game award and the clock radio, which didn't exist in 1956, I don't believe. So now let's look at the standings. We've got the Dodgers at 7-5, and the Redlegs dropped to 6-5. 5. So that means pending the outcome of the game in with the Cardinals, and they are hosting Pittsburgh, the Dodgers could move into they'd be a half game out of first and maybe into a virtual tie with the Cardinals. So we'll see how that works out. But for now, in the description for this video is the link to Field Day Baseball. I love this game. I think you might too. Check that out. And in the description for this video is the link to my channel membership. Remember, with membership on my channel, you get access to members-only videos, discounts in my secondary store, and a free gift from me every month. But for now, thank you for being with me and spending your evening with me. For now, your final from Crosley Field in Cincinnati, and a good one. Brooklyn 8, Cincinnati 7. Have a wonderful evening. So long, everybody.